Okay, so today, instead of doing results, because to me results are kind of boring, but anyways, I thought that I would show you something else. Something that may can really help you when you're disputing things like charged off accounts. So let's get into this. So Capital One has a pretty decent card called the Platinum. Okay, so I like to give them away, and I like to pass them out away to get those collections removed off your list. Did you know that most collection clients receive the star letters or star email? Okay, so here is a recent affidavit something that I'm working on right now actually. So I want to show you the dispute letter that is actually getting ready to go out now. So the reason for this video is just so I can kind of break down and share with you how I would dispute a charged off account. Well, this is just one strategy, but this is how I'm going to do this one. Now, this charged off account, this is my first time disputing it. According to the client, this will be the first time it's ever been disputed. So this is how we're going to do it. It's the strategy that I came up with. So of course it's an affidavit. Okay, so this affidavit is gonna be sent to TransUnion. So it says, I am writing to dispute the charge off / collection account listed on my credit report as reported by your agency. Upon reviewing my credit report, I have identified several inaccuracies and violations of the Fair Credit Reporting Act pertaining to this account. So here we go. This is just, okay, and keep in mind, this is how you send in a precise dispute letter that's literally naming your disputes individually. They can't miss this. Okay, so discrepancies and FCRA violations. Okay, so this is the name of the account. So let's say American First Financial. This is the account number. Now, these are not real account numbers for sake of the video. First Premier Bank, Discover, Kaiser University. Okay, so these accounts have all been charged off. So here we go. So first we're disputing the inaccurate balances. We're going to put the account name, the account number, and we're going to put the balance in bold letters. Now you can do this the way you want to do it. You can put it in bold letters and highlight it, or just whatever you feel like doing to kind of make yours stand out. And we're going to name every account that we're disputing and every balance that we're disputing, and see, like, my goal here, because this is on an affidavit, is to have it look neat and professional, but still meaty at the same time. Now, if this was just a regular dispute letter and not an affidavit, then I would probably put some highlighting in there, change a couple of colors, make certain things bold so that, you know, it kind of stands out. But because this is a legal document, I'm not going to do that here because I want it to look neat and professional. Okay. So the reported balance on this account is inaccurate and does not reflect the correct amount owed. According to my records, the balance is significantly different from what is being reported. Okay, so and then we're going to put exactly what Fair Credit Reporting Act violation that they are violating. Okay, so we want to be clear. So that's a whole dispute right there. If I wasn't combining all of my dispute reasons together, this could be the only reason that I use on a dispute letter. Okay, so the second thing that we're going to highlight and dispute is inaccurate payment history. And next, we're going to dispute inaccurate payment status. Now, these particular charge off accounts were accounts that my client actually went back and paid. Okay, so these accounts got settled for less and they're paid off. So at this point, we want to challenge the actual payment status that's being reported, because it's making the account look negative and we don't want it to look negative. Okay, so we're going to dispute the payment status where they're saying that it's a collection charge off. The payment status of the account is misrepresented, and it is, because it actually is a paid account. It doesn't matter that it's settled. We want to get the account to report in a way that makes it not look negative to creditors when they look on the credit report. So that's the goal with this particular dispute for this client. The account is not accurately reflecting the payment history, leading to an inaccurate portrayal of my credit worthiness. Fair Credit Report section violated, and here it is. All right. So the next thing that we're going to dispute is inaccurate account status. All right. So the account status on any paid charge off is supposed to report as paid once the charged off account has been paid or settled for less, right? TransUnion is still reporting a derogatory status on my client's credit report. So we want them to change that, and we want them to update it to say that the account is paid. So we're going to challenge that. The account status is inaccurate and does not reflect the current status of the account. This misrepresentation negatively impacts my credit profile. And also, I'm going to add in that verbiage before I finish this letter. Please report this account as paid, because that is accurate. Okay. So I'll say something like that under number 3. I should have put that there, but I forgot. But anyways, so the next thing that we're going to dispute on this account is going to be misrepresentative comments. And you know, they are notorious for that. They will put anything in the comments or remarks, and that looks bad on your report. So the comments associated with the account is misleading and do not accurately reflect the circumstances of the account. This misinformation further damages my credit reputation. Fair Credit Reporting Act section violated, and there that is. Okay, so we want them to change. We want them to just delete those comments. That's the whole point there. Delete the comments, because we don't need a creditor looking into our account and see negative comments there. So the last thing that we're going to be disputing is inaccurate date of last payment. Okay. So of course, again, we have the account name, the account number, and we have the inaccurate date. Now, never tell them the correct information. So if the inaccurate date is 9/28/2023, you're not going to say, oh, it's wrong. The correct date should be XYZ, because then all they're going to do is update the account. And you want them to just remove that information or either update it correctly. Now, one of these accounts I'm disputing like this, the Discover account, I believe. I'm looking at reaging of debt. So I'm hoping that they don't update it actually to correct it, so we can kind of do an e-file, a lawsuit, and sue them. But in proper protocol, I have to ask them at least once before I can file suit against them. So that's that. The reported date of last payment is inaccurate and is in violation of Fair Credit Reporting Act. The date provided does not align with actual date of last payment made on the account. And there's the Fair Credit Reporting Act violation. And then also in the letter, I have more verbiage here. It's kind of telling them, what could happen to them, if found guilty, civil penalties of up to $2,500. And if they don't change the fact that they've re-aged the debt with the Discover card, we're going to get that $2,500 plus damages and fees. Okay, that's just how it goes. And then we're telling them more of what we want them to do. We demand that they conduct a thorough investigation into these discrepancies and properly correct the inaccuracies on the credit report. And of course here, as per affidavit, so we have here where your notary will sign and all of the above. So this really works. It gets good results because it is an affidavit and it is a notarized document that can be used in a court of law. So try this, and like if you don't know the verbiage, or if you don't want to create your own verbiage, you can like freeze. Like a lot of people will tell me, they was like, hey, I froze the video and I screenshotted it to get the verbiage down, because a lot of these affidavits I do have on my website. Some of them are for free. If they're not free, they're like really minimum. I don't think I have anything on my website that's like over $30. But you can always just like freeze the frame and copy down some verbiage and stuff. That's why I show the letters actually, so you can kind of see it and kind of just kind of duplicate it, to see if it can work for you. So that's it for this video. I am going to come back on again sometime, probably like in the middle of next week, and do some results, because I see people really do like results. But for me, I'm more about what gets you to the results kind of thing. So that's why I kind of show you what I do too as well to get the results. So I want to say thank you to the subscribers and the people who follow my videos. And I'm so super excited to hear back from people who have used some of the strategies and they actually work for them. So that's really cool. I do have a membership. So if you want to support the channel, please feel free to visit the link that's in the description. If you want to become a member, that would be awesome. I have some really great things that are cooking up for members, and it's going to be like a member only access stuff. So it's coming up soon in the next week or so. So until the next video, I will talk to you guys soon.